Welcome to Geeks Corner. I'm Mr. DAPs.
And I'm Johnny 5.
I'm Haley.
And I'm Cameron.
And tonight we are joined by Amanda.
Hi. Yay.
What's your Twitter handle?
Nope. Still no
Or
Twitter.
your Instagram handle? Nope, no Twitter.
So tweet at nope and...
No, it's a real thing. Instagram handle.
Amanda Jane Design.
Yes, great. We'll talk more about designs later. Right now, take a second and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Join us on Twitter with the hashtag Geeks Corner, otherwise known as an
Octothorpe.
Thank you, very good. And we'd love to hear what's going on. There's a ton going on, and I can't find my order, so that's great.
It's on the thing. We got it.
I can't read that far anymore. I'm getting old. I don't know.
Yeah.
Say what?
Neither can I answer.
Oh, okay, good. That's good. That's fine.
Make it up.
Also, it's National Coffee Day.
Hooray!
So happy National Coffee Day with my mug from Disneyland Paris, and apparently I'm the only one celebrating.
At this particular moment.
Laura, our new booking agent, is, so
We got a bookie!
yeah. I won't make her come on camera because we kind of filled up our screen. But yeah, that's
We
great.
have space about me off.
Next week, you might have noticed things are changing because next week is the beginning of our 5th anniversary, or 5th season. and
Which
it
will
be
last
our
for 18
fifth-
months.
Well done.
Yes.
Topical.
We will be doing some fun stuff next week, so make sure you don't miss it at 9:30 on Tuesday night. And if you want, you can send us a message, a note, a video of goodwill, good luck, or you're crazy. Any of those are totally fine. We'll accept them all. We just might not play them all.
Yeah, that is what we are searching for. We are goodwill hunting.
And I do have to say right now, major kudos to Bailey, Miss Bailey _C, who is multitasking and watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and Geeks Corner.
No spoilers at all. Don't you dare say a thing.
We'll turn
And,
this
and this would be the point where I also, we have to point out the awesome logo in the Wall of Geek.
Yeah. Who
courtesy
drew
of
that?
Haley. Our resident artist, Haley, who also painted the desk. And doesn't the desk look great?
Yes.
never looks browner.
It never looked browner. It actually looks espresso. 'Cause they
National
have-
Coffee
Uh-huh.
Is it lacquered as well? It looks slightly
No,
lacquered.
she's just that good.
Oh,
Yeah.
You painted like lacquer.
Yes.
Thank you. I think that's a compliment.
Yeah, not lackluster.
I think, yes.
Just lacquered.
So there was some announcements made in the last week. The big one being Disneyland is going to have a lot of changes in the coming months and years. First off, starting November 16th, Season of the Force begins at the Disneyland Resort. We're just going to do parts at a time because otherwise there's just too much to cover in one conversation. So first off is Star Wars Launch Bay. There's going to be really cool character experiences. You can go dark side or light side. Dark side, you get to meet up with Darth Vader.
The
Light side,
awesomest.
you get to meet Chewbacca.
Yeah.
So if you get to meet Chewbacca or Darth Vader, just quick poll, which one do you want to meet? I kind of think this is going to be indicative of what's going to happen when these things open. Go.
Chewy.
Really? Okay.
Darth Vader.
Darth, Chewie.
Vader.
And she's like, I don't know
You're
who
like,
any
who
of
are
them
they?
are. Do you want to meet a big fuzzy teddy bear or a guy in a black helmet with a stick?
It's not an Ewok, sir. It's
When
a
you put it
Wookiee.
that way.
It is a beast of
said
formidable
big.
proportions.
Maybe not.
For somebody who's never seen it before, wasn't that a fairly...
No, it's a
I know
it's a
who they
big.
are. I
No,
know
it's
what they
Bigfoot.
look like.
It's
It's a big,
Sasquatch.
tall teddy bear.
It's Bigfoot with a sash. And
Yeah, but they already have.
Do you wanna meet a walking
big
carpet?
fuzzy-
I'll just
Scruffy
go with
looking.
that so we don't have to come up with more
If it's a
comparisons.
contest, if it's a contest between the two, let the Wookiee win.
It depends on what season too, because if it's winter, I'll take a hug from Chewbacca.
It's true, and it will be winter.
But if it
so.
was like, how it has been.
What do you think is going to be the most popular? I actually think
I think Chewbacca.
Really?
I would say Vader
I
would
think
probably
Vader.
be more popular.
I think people are obsessed with the dark side of the Force.
Yeah.
I think they're just going to go for Vader for no other reason than that, and they'll be like, oh, I guess I can go see Chewbacca now.
Well,
Yeah.
See, that's the other point. Is
I
Vader's been in
realize
the
that.
park for a while.
Can you
Chewie
eat
is
him?
not.
Only if it rains.
Only if it rains.
Oh.
There's your DAPs tip of the day. So then there's going to be themed galleries, both the dark side and the light side. Each of, in the dark side, you can see Stormtrooper armor, Sith lightsabers that were once wielded by masters of the dark side.
Yes. So the text of those things is that where was that?
This is from the Disney Parks blog.
That's from the Disney Parks blog.
Yes, that we
Did
shared.
you notice that it's authentic Stormtrooper armor,
Yes.
but then it just says Rebel helmets. Like, it doesn't give
Yeah.
it any descriptor. So
Yeah.
I'm wondering why it's not authentic Rebel helmets, or like, honestly, I'm like,
Well,
are
they
they
all got
recreations?
blown up.
Oh,
Here's one theory that's just kind of way out there, is they didn't say which stormtrooper, so it could be like the older movie stormtroopers, and the rebels are still technically kind of around, and so maybe it's the entity is different. Maybe it's a subtlety in the movie.
I'm still really hoping for old stormtroopers versus First Order troopers. I still want to see that clash.
That would be cool.
Yeah, me too.
Plus, it'd be really
So
confusing.
how
on the
many?
battlefield.
This is actually an interesting question right now. Let's just go down the line. How many Star Wars movies has each person on the show seen? You can go first, Cameron.
I'm gonna go with 6.5.
Are you going to count the holiday special?
Yep.
Or what? Okay. Wait, okay.
4 1/4,
Okay.
because I only got halfway through the Christmas.
I would have to go 6.5 also.
I think I've seen part of one when I was a child.
Did you like it? You loved it, didn't you?
It was my favorite.
It was the best movie. It changed your life.
And then they
Yes.
went back in
Yeah,
time and
yeah.
saved whales.
Yeah.
No,
Wrong.
get out.
How many of you?
I think we all know how many I've seen.
I think you should say it out loud.
Yeah, I just
We all did.
0.
That's
None.
and that's okay.
Nothing.
So the next thing you can see is a preview gallery where you'll see props from the upcoming film. There's a starship gallery where you get to see starships.
So it's basically like being in this
Which
room.
basically, wouldn't it be awesome if we had them hanging, like Star Wars starships hanging from the rafters, whatever.
Yeah.
And then they're going to have video games that you can play as well. Then they're also going to have an update to Star Tours. So there will be something coming from The Force Awakens in that. The thing I have to wonder, is it going to replace something or is it going to be an addition? And how many people are going to be upset when they don't get it their first time?
Right, so that's the thing. Are they putting it just into the cycle?
Yeah, and is it like one portion of the cycle, or is there like a whole story, like 1, 2, 3, or like...
Is there a new hologram person
Right.
thing,
Yeah.
creature,
And if
being?
if
Sentient?
there is that a spoiler for the movie?
Don't spoilers.
Yeah.
Yeah, going with it. Don't spoilers.
Hashtag.
Hashtag don't spoilers.
Miss Bailey C did say, well, Haley...
No!
Haley, this is not...
Oh,
This
okay.
is not...
Okay.
She said this... Well, Haley has sat next to a Sith for how long? Darth Vader shouldn't be that scary. Unrelenting.
I don't know why you're looking at me as if like I.
You should be looking
knew
at the
about
camera,
that. I am
Jen.
just here.
Where's
Um,
the Sith?
Living your life.
Miss Bailey
Not
C
it.
also tweeted, she's apparently the Twitter we're following tonight is, in all caps, spoilers,
No!
spoilers, spoilers. I'm internally freaking out, spoilers.
No.
And Jason Awesome says, look, they cleaned carpets at Disney, so the walking carpet would be better. And also Wookiees are all together for the Christmas season. That is true. It's not Christmas, but, you know,
Right.
close.
That's already
Their
cool,
version.
Holly.
Let me know
So
when he's
cool.
done with Miss Bailey C's.
He's done.
We're
Oh,
good.
sorry.
So then there's going to be
Oh,
Jedi
sorry.
training, which is
What?
Trials...
Again?
Jedi Training Trials of the Temple, which is going to be a twist on Jedi Training Academy with somebody from Star Wars Rebels. A villain, I believe. And that
Cool.
could
Do you
be
want
cool.
to go together?
Sure.
Okay.
That would actually be kind of fun. We'll send you with the GoPro.
I knew as soon as she said it, you would actually.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, that'd be really funny. 'Cause-
Strangers in a foreign land.
Let's send
It's like,
people... And you really have to, like, provide commentary on everything you're seeing.
Maybe that's just all we need to do is you need to send us to go to the opening.
I kind of think we do. November 16th, you guys got to make
And
sure
then
you're
some
free.
just
tall
bought a
guy
planner,
dressed
so
up
it's
sexily.
my
Oh,
planner.
that helps.
Mark it
Yeah,
in the
that's great.
planners.
Yes. Then they're also going to have some limited time experiences. The first one being Hyperspace Mountain. You get to be in an X-Wing starfighter battle. Thoughts?
I worry for the technology in there being able to pull something like that off. I know they have the projection system in there and they're able to pull off Ghost Galaxy in very limited segments. My assumption is you're just going to go, TIE Fighter, go, X-Wing, and that'll be it. I feel like they would need to add something to make it...
Go, Gadget.
Go, Gadget, TIE Fighter.
But yes, I worry that it's not going to be that innovative. I think.
So,
that's
do you
good.
want the Lucas oversaturated experience of just TIE fighters everywhere?
Yes. Wouldn't that be cool?
Don't you kind of think that's what it's going to be, though?
Well, I just don't think that they have the facilities in there.
I think
to pull
there's
that
going to
off.
be TIE fighters and X-Wings flying around, and you can't tell what's happening. Yeah, maybe they will move that one out of Star Trader? And put that
Or the
in
actual X-wing
the
inside
actual X-Wing, and then
The
it just
Merchant of
drops
Venus,
on
I
you
think
right
is
at
what
the
it's
end of the...
Tourists.
We'll
Why
skip
did-
that one.
Did you have something to add, or
I just have a question.
you have a question?
So in the poster for Hyperspace Mountain, it shows your rocket ship looking like a X-wing. Are
Yes.
they updating our rocket ships to look like them?
It's
or-
amazing what you can do with cardboard.
For the first 3 groups.
Cardboard and some duct tape, we can do anything.
Can't wait.
I don't know. I would doubt it, just because there's very limited space for...
Well, no, if the poster which I have here, it's they like the color scheme has changed to be orange and gray, like an X-wing. So that was my question.
Like, are they actually changing?
I
out the
think
cars?
that's just artwork, if I had to make a guess, because it's only a season. And they're not going to paint the entire... Are they?
Well, if they're
Yeah.
doing a consistent, like, Season of the Force, a yearly thing, which...
But are they really going to paint
I
all of
think
those
an-
twice a year
an
then?
overlay. I think they might just do, like, a little
Oh,
plastic...
like they do with the
Like the
monorail?
monorails.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Do you think that... Does anybody
they
actually
just
think
changed
that'll
it.
happen? Sometimes.
Okay, see,
Once
we're
in
on
a
the
while they
same
add
page
stuff.
here. Of like,
Either.
So then there's this, and this is in the Tomorrowland Theater, which is our favorite place to go up, is you can revisit favorite scenes from classic Star Wars films. For those of you that haven't seen the films, this does not count as a replacement for catching up on the last 6 films.
note, replay your favorite
Right.
scenes, not see them for the first time.
Yes, exactly. This actually intrigues me the least. Kind of like,
At least you're honest.
It intrigues me in the sense of, oh, cool, that's something that I can go into that's air conditioned.
Yeah.
it's a music video of Star Wars movies. I don't know.
I thought it was
I mean,
like
do you think? I don't know.
like there would be show times and it would be like Battle of Endor or something like
like a full-on scene. I was thinking it was gonna be like a montage, 12 to 14 minutes.
See-
We go in and then the floor shakes when things explode.
See, my assumption was the
Cooter.
same on that, in that, like, they have the tracking at the build your own lightsabers. They just play all the lightsaber fights. Just
That's
back to
kind
back
of
to
what
back.
I'm expecting.
Yeah.
With John Williams music, which will make everything okay.
Oh yeah. No, that
And the floor will be moving, hopefully, so that would make things cooler too.
that happens in California all the time.
Yeah. But wouldn't it be kind of cool to be on a
Earthquake
scene
joke.
during a battle in a Star
Yeah,
Destroyer,
just that.
and every time there's an explosion, it goes, you know, like,
stay
Yeah.
on target. Stay
Just
on
like you would be
target.
in space.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, with all of that gravity.
Yeah.
There's science. Oh wait, that's Star Trek. Never mind.
This is Star Wars. It's all magic and
It's-
fantasy. You have to keep them separate, okay?
There's no midi-chlorians. What are you talking about?
I thought that was a music thing.
It is.
Like how to play piano into your computer.
That's all it is.
Maybe.
So then there's also going to be some closures that are coming a little bit after this.
good because there are a lot of storylines that are still open that I don't exactly know how to handle yet.
That's not happening.
Oh.
That'll be interesting to see with the new movies, though, if plot holes are left open all the time. But, so, I don't know. Big Thunder Ranch is going bye-bye, which includes the Thunder Ranch Barbecue, Big Thunder Ranch Petting Farm, Big
See ya,
Thunder
goats!
Ranch Jamboree.
That's right. Get out of that park.
Are they getting rid of the ride?
No, the Big Thunder Mountain will still be there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just everything
Um,
on the
Behind
left
it.
side of that.
That will be permanently closed. Goodbye forever. See you later. And then for about a year, they're going to close all of the Rivers of America attractions and also the steam train. Thoughts?
Well, they're gonna have great goat stew for a while. They're a good seasonal favorite.
I've had that. It was not my favorite. It wasn't horrible, but
But Disney goat stew.
It tastes jolly. 1001, 1002.
do you know this?
Huh?
Because if I recall, you only ate the beans and the rice.
I don't eat meat at all.
I know.
And
so-
goats need to just not be anywhere near me.
Yeah. So what are your thoughts on the closures? Is this a big deal? Is it not? Is it just progress? Is it? What do you
I don't
think?
understand why it needs to be closed.
Haley's.
I don't enjoy it. I don't think that all the closures make it worth it.
So you like what's there now more than Star Wars because you haven't seen the movies?
Not just because I haven't seen it, I don't think it fits in with the idea
Okay.
of Disneyland at all. And
Would
I
it
think
fit
closing
better
all
if
the
they put it
classes-
in Disney California Adventure?
I would prefer
Yeah.
it,
Yeah.
but it still doesn't really fit there either.
So where would it fit?
I'm fine with it just being in Hollywood Studios.
Ooh.
That's it. I don't
Ooh.
think it needs to be
Okay.
multiple places.
Yeah.
When I'm almost of a similar mind, but not quite as extreme. The best rumor that I heard that I would be most okay in terms of like where else to put it is if it was across the street, like where the Mimi's is,
Yeah.
and you get to it through Innoventions or through the launch bay. Like if there's some
Like an
over
under-
or under
Oh,
the street
yeah.
thing, so it's part of Disneyland but physically removed, and like you have to transport there.
And I heard that theory as well. It would be a nice separation and a
Yeah.
feeling of entering a planet, which would be nice. But
They could
So.
beam you to it.
Yeah. It's
And I just think it's
We
a
were
weird
talking about the Star
spot.
Trek experience the other night
Yeah.
and how
Like,
awesome it
next to
was when they beamed us
Fantasyland?
places.
It
you
is
don't
kind
like
of
it?
fantasy though. It's a space fantasy. That's the.
But not like Peter Pan and Dumbo type.
I
Are
really
you
want
saying
to come up
because
with
it's not
reasons why it
animated,
is.
it's not fantasy?
I don't know. I just think in between that and then like New Orleans, like let's go to Star Wars. Like
but Haley does bring up a good point though. Even though I disagree completely that we should not have it there.
Is that why you're sitting on opposite
Yes,
ends of
we're
the,
going to argue today.
separate
of the TARDIS?
debate night.
But one point that you do bring up is that it's taking away the allure of there being a Star Wars mecca. Like there's not a single mount with which you can travel to.
Which
for-
in really Hollywood Studios has been that. Because
Right.
you go there for the weekends and if they put this there, like you could really make it a worldwide place to visit.
Right, so it's
I
not
like that.
We don't have a Star Wars Jerusalem, is what I'm saying.
And Endor?
No one's gonna save you from this.
No,
You're just.
but it is a valid point. I disagree completely, but yes,
So
Okay.
what do you think?
I think they did the best of a bad situation of not having placement for it.
Because Star Wars is such a bad situation.
No, bad situation land wise.
Yes.
I think it's far too profitable for them not to put it in.
Yes.
It would be a bad business decision not to do so at this point. However, placement is a little weird. I agree that they could have done the thing across the street. I think that would have been really fun.
I would have preferred that because at least I think it's weird to have it completely separate from all the other attractions that are going to be in Tomorrowland. If they continue with Hyperspace Mountain, I can't imagine.
Well,
they're
and
just
that's the
gonna do it,
next
like,
question:
once.
is do they keep Star Tours where it is, or does it get moved? Because
And like the launch bay is there, and it seems weird to have it spread out completely. And I don't enjoy that, and I don't like the fact that you'll look
Well,
at
it's
a map and you'll be
confusing
like,
for
"Here's some
Tomorrowland.
Star Wars, and
Here's
here's
the
more
rest of
Star
it."
Wars."
I would assume they're moving everything Star Wars out.
so
and if they
pretty
move
much
Star Wars,
everything I
Star
wanted
Tours-
as a kid. Here's some Star Wars, and here's more Star Wars. Yes!
You're more a Trek guy though.
Oh no, I'm right down the middle.
No.
I love them both.
No, you gotta pick a side. That's not fair.
No,
No,
because
it gets to be
they're
right down the
completely
middle.
different. Because Star Trek appeals to my nerd sensibilities, and Star Wars is all about the geek. Like, I loved them both. In fact, I was Star Wars first. Like, I watched all the Star Wars.
No
movies
one's saving
growing
you
up.
from this.
I don't care. I'm
Tonight's a
very
night of
happy with
dying.
where I am. What I don't like is when they try to be each other.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Because that's what I don't like about the new Star Trek movies is they're too Star Wars feeling, and they
Well, they were the Abrams audition tape for Star Wars.
they really were, and they could just disappear and,
And
I'd be
it
happy.
worked.
did.
Look at that. Accomplished the goal.
Yeah, I mean that's good. So any other thoughts on that?
I'm bummed that we're not gonna get Phantasmic or Canoes for a while.
Yeah.
That's it.
You don't care about the Columbia or the Mark Twain or the train though?
The
See, to me, the train is like the one attraction I do every Sunday.
Well, and why can't they just like go back and forth?
That came up a little bit. They did that in Disney World when they were doing some revamping there. As far as the train not being able to run the entire way,
Oh,
they went
yeah.
from station to station back and forth.
Yeah.
I think it's a matter of tracks
Tracks.
simply not being there for and able to turn it around.
I was gonna
but-
say, and the capacity would be ridiculous.
Yeah.
It would
and that
nothing.
it would take like a half-hour minimum for them to do.
Yeah,
forward
that
rotation, yeah.
probably wouldn't fly so well.
Right.
So, are we excited or not? I mean, you're not excited about Star Wars Land. You are.
Yes.
What about the rest of you?
Meh.
Don't care.
I'm meh. Like we did a nice like.
Are you
Great
excited
as
for
well
this
this
as well?
evening.
I'm curious if there's going to be a train stop in Star Wars Land, and then I'm 100%. Actually,
Well, aren't they like rerouting it too? So it is going
It's
to be
very
completely
possible.
different. Because I heard that it's not even going to be like the same.
it's
route
very
anymore.
possible. That's not official, so
Okay.
we'll say it's possible.
I didn't do my research, so I don't know
That's
what's
okay.
really happening.
See,
It's all good.
I judge lands by how many attractions they bring. I don't care too much about the look or the ambiance of the restaurants and things like that. Those are things I enjoy, but if there's a land that's just ambiance and there's nothing to do,
There's going to be 2 e-tickets.
Okay, so and that's what I'm really
Like, you're
going
going to
judge
get to
it by
fly
the
on the
lands.
Millennium Falcon,
Yeah, and I want to see how well
which
that
I think is another
works.
thing most of us Star Wars kids wanted to do as kids is be able to fly the Millennium
That's
Falcon.
the one thing that still gives me that childlike
Yeah.
of like, oh,
Like,
okay, I need to go do this.
The other
right
one,
now.
I don't really have a concept for what it's going to be other than it's some sort of a fighting thing.
Mm.
So in my head, it's just going to be a Star Wars Buzz Lightyear Astro Blasters or something. I don't know. But it'll probably be way cooler than that. But I just don't have any idea of what it could possibly be, whereas flying the Millennium Falcon, you can dream about.
Yes.
So I think that's going to be cool. The one thing I worry about is I hope they've thought through guest flow.
Mhm.
Because that's the part that scares me, is if there's only like one entrance area, there's no way out.
Yeah.
Like it
No
could-
way out. No
I mean,
way out.
It's Toontown. Imagine if Toontown was Star Wars Land, and
I
you
was-
have that one entrance
remember.
point. Like,
I forgot there was Toontown.
yeah, there's a Toontown.
I remember Toontown opening.
Mickey and
It
his
was like my
friends live
birthday
there.
present was Toontown.
Yes. All right. Should we move along?
Apparently.
All right. Aladdin is coming out on Blu-ray for Diamond Edition, which
Yeah.
means it gets tons of. Yeah, it was gonna be fun. So it gets tons of extra bonus features, extras, all that stuff. I think the coolest part of all of this is they're adding an extra Genie outtakes,
Yes.
which is all Robin Williams. I'm assuming goofing off from what I saw of
Isn't that half of what they left in too?
I know, but imagine
Yeah.
even more. And there's one that's very fitting for today of the genie spilling coffee. And yes, so it'll be interesting to see all of the extra features for that. They did a screening at the studios this last weekend, and it looked like it was fairly well received. So the question I want to ask really quickly as we move on through this episode is, why do you think Aladdin has maintained the classic status that it's had now for over 2 decades?
Oh, good, quick question to ask.
Yeah, I know. But you're the guy.
Let's start with Cameron. I don't have an
okay.
immediate answer.
No, start the other end.
Yeah,
Hey,
let's
like,
start with
No, whoa, no.
Why do you
because
think
it's
it's-
guy based? Like everything's always
Oh.
about the princesses, and it's like Aladdin, like this kid who has nothing, and then he like gets a great life. I don't know.
that's actually a very fair point.
It is.
It's not that it's that male centric. It's just that it has that masculine perspective. A lot of the same era didn't have.
masculine perspective.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And he's actually going on a journey where generally the guys are kind of just there.
yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
I'm here to be a Deus Ex Machina. Hello.
So do you think it would have been a classic without Robin Williams? Like, can you make Aladdin without Robin Williams?
Well, they've done it several times on stage. No, I mean
Well, I know,
the
but
Aladdin musical, the Broadway musical.
Would
I mean,
any of those exist today if
No.
Robin Williams hadn't been a part of what made it special?
I think
Before.
the personality was necessary for that role. I don't think it necessarily had to be Robin Williams in that role,
Mhm.
but I think somebody as bombastic had to be the one doing it.
Yeah.
Now, I think Robin Williams setting the tone for that has helped it to be what it is today, especially influencing the Broadway roles and that kind of stuff.
Well, and he has a level of charm that he brought to the role.
Yes,
also,
absolutely.
that would be.
And there's this almost flippant nature that comes to it just because, I mean, if you look into some of the history of him doing that particular role, it wasn't necessarily something he was completely sold on when he came into the production. He was supposed to have a much smaller part, but because he was having so much fun with it, it became what it is.
Mhm.
He didn't want to be a major part of the marketing either.
No, in fact, it was part of his contract that he wouldn't
Yeah.
be, there's a whole nother
Surprise.
story
Yeah.
getting into. But because it was more fun based rather than anything else, I think that's what led to it.
Well, there's a
being so
lot of
well-received.
different ways that character could have gone.
Yes,
and,
absolutely.
and he
He chose all of them.
yeah, and,
Yes.
and it becomes charming
same
and happy
scene.
and everything because of that. So quickly, what's your favorite character in Aladdin? Ladies
probably
first.
Genie, yeah.
Genie.
I like Genie too, but I like Jasmine. 'Cause
Nobody likes Abu.
I was gonna say.
I'm a boo.
Okay, I was gonna say
I'm
Abu.
waiting for my
It's
turn to
pretty
say
awesome.
Abu.
Oh, okay, Abu.
I'm partial to Jafar.
Jafar?
I think as a villain,
We
he
just
was
learned something.
he was so slimy. Like you could love to hate that guy immediately. That's the beauty of a good villain is you just look at him and go, I don't like
You
you.
suck.
How would you rate it compared to other animated Disney films? Like, would you put it in your top 5? Would you put it?
No.
It's above Frozen
Yeah.
by a
Yes.
lot.
Just let it go.
Oh.
I put it top 10.
Top 10? Cool. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a giveaway for this, and we're going to be giving away 2 digital copies of Aladdin on Diamond Edition. So what you're going to do is this episode will be going on dapsmagic.com as a post, and you will notice down below the post there is a Facebook comments section. What we want you to do is leave your favorite Aladdin quote, and then also share that post on your Facebook to be eligible, and we will be picking 2 of you that will get these digital copies, and they're cool. I love reviewing the digital copies because I can just do it on iTunes, and you still get everything, and you don't have to like actually turn on or reconnect your Blu-ray player. It's like, oh, which
Oh,
chord
man.
is it? You're like,
And again, this is based on Facebook comments, right?
Facebook comments, so you have
Tyler?
to,
Okay.
and it's in the
Can you
Post.
can you do the thing for us?
thing.
Comments.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Very good. So that's how you can earn a win a copy of Aladdin, the digital edition. And I can tell you from the Diamond editions are always beautiful. They sound fantastic, and I'm really looking forward to reviewing this as soon as it gets here. Yeah, so that'll be great.
Yeah.
So Amanda,
Yeah.
you've been gone for like 4 months. I think July is the
been that
last
long?
time you came.
Oh, wow.
Has it been
July-
that short?
so it's
Feels
3
like
months.
ages.
Oh,
Um,
thank you.
Yeah, and we were talking earlier, and she's like our Billy Crystal. Like she's the one that guest that you just keep inviting back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Go on.
Please explain.
We're not following the
Is
sausage
she
shuffle.
mostly dead? I don't
No,
know.
no, but think Billy Crystal's always is on the Tonight Show, and Amanda's like our Billy Crystal that comes on Geeks Corner all the time. So what's new? What's exciting? What have you been up to?
School, man.
What do you go to school for? Tell everybody.
Oh, fashion design. I'm gonna design wedding dresses, and I have to make 10 by May. So
You have to make 10 dresses by May.
yeah,
Like build them, like actually construct the
like
things.
sketch them, make the pattern, and then make them.
Well, if you need models,
That's
Yes,
pretty
clearly.
awesome.
I was gonna ask you after the show. Actually.
Haley's right over there.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, hey, there we go.
That would work, and,
Who
and then
wore
at
it
the
better?
same time
It
we
still
could
has to
totally
happen.
throw
Then we
Tyler
can
under
get
the
the
bus.
Yes.
Yes,
She's okay with it.
yes. That's exciting.
Yeah. So if I'm slow at responding messages, that's why.
And you've been making cool things. You made us an awesome new keychain
Yeah.
that is on our Instagram, which means it's also on Daps Live, and you can go out and check out his stuff.
Is that a
Yeah, this
Deathly
is
Hallows
this is
and a
like
Lego brick
everything
and a-
geeky on a
all the nerd
keychain.
things.
Yeah,
all the
I didn't have
nerd
anything
things?
Star Wars though. I did think of it.
that's okay. That's the thought that counts.
Well, there's a star on
Um,
the shield.
There
It's
you
for
go.
Captain America.
I know, but it
Captain
could also be
America.
for Star
Yeah.
Caitlin,
Wars,
there's a
it's
Captain
It's
America
double
shield on this.
charm.
Star happiness.
And so, if people
Star
want
Wars.
stuff before Christmas and the holidays, they
Oh,
need to
yeah.
order super
Nobody
early this
saw
year because you're going to be insanely busy with school.
Yeah, so every year the cutoff date gets sooner and sooner in December.
So it's going to be like
so just-
November 15th.
But it's still
to
Just
Is
order
there-
them today.
Yes.
I do guarantee that I'll like send it out with enough time to get into Christmas, which is why you have to order it early because starting now I will be slammed with orders.
Cool. And you had a deal or something.
Oh yeah,
You-
and if you're watching tonight, there's a coupon. Starts at midnight. It's Geeks Corner 30 for 30% off your total purchase. So
which is awesome.
if you do that and you order now, you'll definitely have it by Christmas.
And then make sure you tag her on Instagram when you get your jewelry or whatever you happen to get, and then also hashtag Geeks Corner so we can see it too.
Wait, Geese Corner?
Geeks Corner. Geeks
Is this a
Corner.
new direction we're I don't know.
There's a lot of changes coming up.
We're flying, yeah.
Is that on Twitter or
It's
Honker?
just the dark. It's just the desk is starting. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., I do have to say, has started tonight. Miss Bailey
Spoilers.
C said, "I'm so sorry I've had to stop watching for a moment. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. has
Oh, there
spoilers."
Look what you're doing to this man.
All right, so we're gonna wrap up season 4 and tonight's episode with a quick quiz.
Yay! Told you there'd be a
That,
test later.
It's true. This is a Geeks Corner trivia quiz for the last 4 years to end the 4th season. And what we're going to do is I'll ask the questions. You can tweet the answers or whatever. We'll see how close you get. And whoever happens to have an answer, just tell us. So, first question. In the first episode of Geeks Corner, what was Johnny's first 5 reason?
I think I remember.
I had to look it up. Anybody know? What do you think it is, Johnny?
It's because I got a 5 on my AP Calculus exam.
Very good.
Wow.
Very good.
Whoa.
All right. So,
Junior year.
Out of 30.
number 2. Who was the first?
Out of 5. Like, it was the
Who
top.
was or who were the first puppet or puppets to appear on Geeks Corner?
I don't know their names.
I don't even know.
You do know their names, actually.
Well, yeah.
This is so much easier than you think it is.
Are they Muppets?
They're puppets.
Okay, just asking.
Johnny 5.
Is that your guess?
Was it technically?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
So just one?
He's the Muppet.
So Tyler got the answer half correct. It was actually Mr. Daps and Johnny 5 because we did a stick puppet episode.
Okay.
That was
You
the
were
first
counting
time
that.
puppets appeared on Geeks Corner. Number 3.
Question.
Who was the
Puppets.
special guest during the first big Christmas special for Geeks Corner? We're not counting the first year because we didn't do anything. But our first big Christmas episode, who knows? Anybody know who the big special guest was that kept us creatively on the ball?
Was it a puppet?
No. But you know
Asking
what?
the real
We did
questions.
have some of those too.
Was it the librarian from Music Man?
No.
Do
Yes,
you
the
get
man
my hint,
that
though?
cheated.
Was it Robert, the piano player?
Yes, it was Ragtime Robert. Very good.
I was giving it
Number-
to you as a coded.
Oh, yes. Number 4. What was the first thing that was discussed on Amanda Jane's first visit to Geeks Corner?
Her Instagram?
Wait.
I don't.
Now I do not know how to use Twitter, and I still do not.
So, nope. When I introduced you the first time, I mentioned how tall you were. And so we talked about how tall you were for about 15 seconds.
We did.
Mm-hmm.
Must have been a short
I'm
conversation.
5'1".
And you actually came and informed me that you're not tall. Yeah, go back and watch it.
Do you have an episode number from all your research?
I think it was. Nope, I don't. It might be 407 though,
Okay.
because that's just in the back of my brain. So, last question. This one I expect somebody to get right. How many locations/sets has Geeks Corner called home? We are not including outings or special episodes that we went somewhere. So not on location. We have a guess for 5.
Oh no, my guess is 3.
Oh, your guess is 3.
I was raising my hand for
We have a guess
acknowledgement.
for 4. Any other guesses?
For our Germans in the audience.
I got 4 over there.
It's at least.
Isn't this weird to have audience in the round, by the way?
Yeah.
We spread out the
Okay.
chairs.
Okay. Are we counting when we had the same set but we moved it?
It was a different set.
Ooh. Oh.
'Cause it was identical. We just rotated it in the studio.
You can't ask questions to
It
fulfill
was a
your
different.
answer.
You're
ruining the
you
magic.
You know our system,
None of us cheated.
how we did it.
I don't
We've
remember
got
how
a
we
different
counted that. Okay. So
I'm gonna guess 6.
I think it is 6.
It is 6.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Very good.
If we're counting those twos.
It was 6.
I knew that.
We started out.
It was the porch, and then the one upstairs, and then the one downstairs with the painted
Oh
walls,
my
and then there
gosh.
was the one with the constructed wall, and then we moved where the constructed wall was,
Yeah.
and then here, and that was all 6.
I forgot the room.
That was all 6. And with that, we are out of time for this week's Geeks Corner and the 4th season of Geeks Corner.
See you later, stupid number 4.
So we'll see you around the corner.
Geek out.
Bye.